Congratulations on your Emmy win, RuPaul. Yay!
Bring back my all-stars.
So, last week on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, Ginger Minj was sent home by Alyssa Edwards, and all the queens in the workroom feel that Alyssa eliminated the competition, not the queen who did the worst. And we also find out that Detox, had she won the lip sync last week, she would have eliminated Katya. And of course, Fifi O'Hara is throwing herself in the conversation. Oh, let me talk first. Oh, honey, let me say something first. I feel this... It's so obnoxious. I don't know if Fifi is just naturally a bitch or if they're editing her again to be a bitch, but this whole episode, Fifi O'Hara just annoyed the shit out of me. So the following day, the girls come back into the workroom and they see a note from Ginger Minj on the mirror, and it says, "Play fair game and be wise of your choices." How shady is that? And of course, again, Fifi O'Hara has to explain her case of why Alyssa Edwards made the wrong decision. Maybe she's just a little jealous that she hasn't been in the top, so she hasn't been able to make a decision yet. For this week's challenge, the girls are going to be paired up into 3 teams of 2. And I was really excited about this challenge because they are doing parodies of sequels to really great films and gay culture. And first was Alaska and Alyssa, and they were doing What Happened to Baby Jane? Katya and Detox were Velma and Wheezy. And Fifi O'Hara and Roxy Andrews had my favorite sequel that I would love to see happen, Show Squirrels. So, before they go on to the challenge, Fifi O'Hara and Roxy Andrews are working together and they think it's going pretty well, and then all of a sudden Fifi decides to switch roles with Roxy at the last minute. I don't know if this is strategy on Fifi's part, or maybe she just didn't want to be seen as the big showgirl character, just because that's kind of what she was stereotyped as in season 4. Either way, it really threw Roxy for a loop, and she didn't know what to do. The whole time Alaska and Alyssa were working together, I was just dying. These, aside from Adore, are my 2 favorite queens ever on Drag Race, my double A's. Absolutely love them, and when I saw that they were working together, I was like, there's no way they can lose this. I will say though that once they actually started shooting for the challenge, Alaska and Alyssa, Alaska looked just like Betty Davis. I don't know if she did her makeup and had that outfit, or if maybe someone helped her, but it was like, whew, it was insane. Alyssa, on the other hand, reminded me a lot of my first grade librarian. And then when it came to Roxy and Fifi O'Hara, we wear the Shaw. I couldn't help but feel that I was being subjected to a flashback of the infamous sequin moment.
When life is bringing you down, put on a shiny sequins gown.
Are you saying sequin or
Sequins dress.
sequin dress, I think is what you mean.
I say sequins dress.
You're so stupid!
So, on to the main stage for the runway challenge, and the challenge for this week is 2 looks in 1, also known as a reveal, and it is inspired by Violet Chachki's Season 7 runway look that still has people gagging. And the guest judge this week is Nicole Scheitzinger. I do not know how to pronounce her last name. I do know she's in the Pussycat Dolls, who I grew up on the Pussycat Dolls, and to this day, I still cannot pronounce that lady's name. But she looked gorgeous. So, for the runway, my Xanadu of the week is Lil Pound Cake. Yay! Alaska came out with, first off, what looked like a trash bag to me, and she's known for wearing trash bag gowns, so I'm assuming that's what it was. But then her reveal was basically a perfect imitation of Lil Pound Cake, the pageant toddler dummy that she had to create in Season 5 with Lanisha Sparks. I loved this look. I think everyone who watches the show loves the references from past seasons, and she just killed it. I absolutely love this look. My Xanadon't of the week was definitely Fifi O'Hara. The judges absolutely loved this look. I just don't get it. I thought that it was very basic. She basically, in my opinion, did sort of like a Cinderella meets Belle. She first came out in this cute little blue outfit, but then did her reveal, and it was a yellow gown. And I mean, it was pretty, but to me, it just looked like a gown that a girl would wear at a Sweet 16 party. Just didn't care for it at all. My second favorite look of the week was definitely Alyssa Edwards. She came out in this awesome black poof gown, very high fashion. And then for her reveal, she had this just incredibly crafted couture gown that had flashing cameras all over it. I loved her makeup and her hair. I really didn't get why the judges weren't appreciating the look more, and a lot of the girls said that it was such a basic look, which maybe they just meant that it was kind of messy or something, but I just thought it was fantastic. And then next up was Detox, rocking a really cool Asian-inspired ivory look. First she came out in like this little black dress, but then did the reveal, and it was like this ivory gown with like a mandarin collar, and she had her hair up with chopsticks, and it was really cool, very different. She also did another reveal, which was, I guess you could say, almost like an ivory swimsuit. It wasn't like this huge reveal, but it was still really cool. Katya, she came out in this silver mini dress, and her reveal was this long red dress, and she had kind of more like a satanic look.
Thank you.
Roxy Andrews, she was giving me some Sophia the Gerhaha realness. I loved it. She had this black flare pantsuit, and then her big reveal was basically a red flare pantsuit, but it was very cool. It was like Latina inspired, and really liked it. She always delivers great looks. So on to the video challenge, Show Squirrels. Fifi to me was really overacting, but she did a good job getting into character. I thought her look was good for the theme. I just thought that at times it was just a little too showboaty. Roxy, I thought she looked just like Alexis Mateo.
Bam! 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 Sick me no! Sick me no! Bam!
But she really wasn't making her lines her own. Like, I didn't find her to be very funny, and I would have expected a lot more from her in a challenge like this. Velma and Wheezy reminded me a lot of the Disco Extra Greasy Shortening challenge from Season 2.
The secret ingredient is disco greasy shortening.
Detox and Katya worked so well together. They kind of have a very different type of sense of humor, but it really worked in this challenge, and I thought the arm rip was hilarious. What happened to Baby JJ? I thought that Alaska was hilarious. Again, looked just like Betty Davis. Please, with those facial expressions, the body movements, please play Betty Davis in the remake. You are just phenomenal in this role. We got to see some guest stars this week in the What Happened to Baby JJ. Look who it is! It's Pork Chop!
Pork chops!
we also got to see Dita Ritz.
Oh, girl, down.
My sister plan fell.
Oh, that's not Dita Ritz? When it came to the judges' critiques, Michelle on Alyssa, shut the fuck up, Michelle. Giving passes? Come on. She is really annoying me this season. She just needs to shut her mouth. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls told Alaska that she is like the Dustin Hoffman of drag, which to me is a huge compliment, and I thought that her critiques of the girls were great. Maybe she should just replace Michelle on the judging panel. Ooh. So the bottom three this week were Roxy, Katya, and Alyssa. Why was there a bottom three this week? Because last week there was only a bottom two. And the top two this week are Alaska, no surprise there, and Fifi O'Hara. So, like usual, the top two girls kind of have like their little one-on-ones with the girls, except Fifi O'Hara, what a fucking power trip this girl is on. She's like, I don't think I need to do one-on-ones. I think I've made up my mind. Like, she didn't talk to any of the girls, like, which I thought was so stupid. And I loved it when, after talking to Roxy, Alaska's like, can I borrow your dress from this challenge to wear?
Do you have that little pink thing that you wore in the video?
So, yeah.
Because I want to wear that on top instead of like...
Oh my god, yeah. Let me see if you fit it on you.
So, kind of annoyed by how Fifi was acting, Detox asks her, you know, why are you not talking to any of the three girls? And Fifi is just acting so bitchy. She was so annoying about it, and I really feel like she reverted back to her old ways in this episode. She's constantly saying how she doesn't want to be seen as how she was in season 4, but to me, it was like I was watching an episode from season 4. She was even orange again this week. What the hell, Fifi? And then onto the lip sync. Their lip sync was Got to Be Real, and it's Alaska and Fifi. I mean, do we really need to watch? I mean, within the first 2 seconds of this lip sync, Alaska just completely drowned Fifi. Like, it was just funny to watch to me. Like, I actually felt bad for Fifi watching this lip sync because Alaska was just who she is, you know, a performer. And her facial expressions, her movements, like, that is a queen. And Fifi O'Hara, if her outfit in the runway challenge wasn't that good, this outfit that she wore was like a monstrosity. It just looked really bad. She looked like a 40-year-old mom trying to impress guys at a club. Like, Alaska's actually performing, and Fifi's like rolling around on the floor, doing like her typical, you know, sexy movements, and I don't think they're sexy, but I'm sure some people do. And it was, to me, again, I just felt bad watching it for Fifi. The winner of the lip sync is Alaska. Any reasons why she shouldn't have? I didn't think so. And as happy as I was to see Alaska win, because she definitely earned it this week, I was mortified at the decision she made. She chose to eliminate Alyssa Edwards. Why? What did Alyssa do? She may have not done great in the challenge this week, but again, her overall performance as a queen is, in my opinion, probably the best out of all the girls. And I am so disappointed. I was really rooting for her this season. So to see her go home really, really sucked. And then after Alyssa goes home and finds out from RuPaul on the TV screen, you know, you'll have a chance to return for your revenge, like all the girls get every week that are eliminated. The girls go back to the workroom, which we never see that, you know, after the elimination. And they're talking for a minute, and shocker, Fifi O'Hara would have sent Alyssa home too. Shocker, Fifi. Sounds like the adult thing to do. And then Fifi is just going off for a good couple minutes saying, you know, why Alyssa should have gone home, you know, she just didn't deserve to be here, and it was just insecure at best. And all of a sudden, in the mirror, it flashes, and all 4 of the eliminated queens are standing behind it, pretty much just voguing. They're like, okay. And I'm wondering, I'm like, is this a police station? Do they have fucking people standing there behind the mirror watching them at all times? What the hell? So basically it's clear that at this point the queens are coming back for their revenge. And according to the rumors when All Stars 2 started, so far they've all been completely true based on who's been eliminated. A queen returns. I'm not going to say the queen that they say returns because I do know who it is, but another person mentioned to me that maybe what they're doing is bringing the queens back, not to return to the competition, but to decide who the next eliminated queen should be, which I think that actually sounds better. I mean, I'd love to see like Tatiana or Alyssa return, but I think it would also be really cool for them to decide who should go home. And obviously I would pick Fifi O'Hara, and not because I'm petty, because I really did not like her at all in this episode, but because of all the 5 queens remaining, she's clearly the weakest. Thank you all so much for watching my video recap of this week's episode of All Stars 2. Please subscribe to my channel, CJ Rambler, where you will find all things gay culture and, of course, more videos of RuPaul's Drag Race. Check out my Facebook page, @CJ Rambler, where you will get to keep updated on all my video posts, and you can also comment, like, share, bash. Thanks so much, and you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week for the exciting return of all the eliminated queens. Bye!
What was a lovely 5th alternate. Always and forever, Alyssa Edwards.